Welcome back to the Three Ps on a Pod podcast with your host, Tayo.
Tonya.
And Ndia.
Yep.
Okay, so how was your week, guys? How's your day? Everything? How's it been?
Yo, I'm not even about to lie. We literally just did this whole segment.
We did the whole segment. Yeah, we was recording the wrong episode.
Yeah, but we're gonna repeat. How our week was. So, Miss Latanya, how was your week?
My week was really good. Just started back to school, and I had a good weekend. And our first episode went up, so it was a good week.
Yeah. Yes. How about you, Ndia?
Oh my gosh. Yes, the first episode, guys, it was so good. I know it was definitely a hit. People loved it. I'm glad everybody listened and supported us. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Like Tonya said, just getting back to school. Like I said in the first we can only miss 5 periods this semester to be able to do our senior exams, and your girl has already missed 2. So 3 more absences left. Also got to take those stupid senior exams. Boo.
Tomato. All right. So I'm gonna take it back a little bit. Rewind. We'll take it back to middle school, because middle school was a prime moment in all of our lives.
It was.
But I would say they had us a little bit locked up.
I'm locked up. They won't let me out. No, get out my head, bro. Because the way they literally had us on a lockdown. Okay, they said walk in a straight line, walk under the. It was ours under this
third tile, under the third tile,
or the third tile.
Yeah,
third tile. Like, they really had us like we was prisoners, like shackled, walking, hand in, like it was good prison.
No, we were in chains.
And
handcuffs.
Okay.
So, welcome to a little segment we are calling Fever Dream.
The series.
This is part 1, Lockdown, Shakedown.
Shakedown.
And we're going to talk about, 6th grade, y'all.
We'll take it back to 6th grade. 6th grade was
start.
That was a time. 2015 to 2016.
Those were the years.
That was some solid years for real.
Oh, those are solid years.
2016, you had Musically. I know y'all had those Musically.
Yes.
Yep.
Dub Smash.
You having those Dub Smash wars.
All them, to be honest, rates with my best friend, all them TBH videos on IG.
Lateness.
Yes.
The thing is, Instagram really came alive at night.
It did.
I wasn't even allowed to have an Instagram, but I still made one. I was Miss Guap Gal. That was me.
Oh my god,
that was my era. Guap Gal. The thing is, everybody
knew
me as that
profile picture.
Yes, with my Young Thug profile, everybody knew me as that. Like, everyone knew, like, that was Guap Gal. Even though I was very lame, very ugly, but I was Miss Guap Gal. That was me. That was my persona, and I really loved that. That was an era. That was an era.
Like,
did you keep that like the whole middle school years?
I didn't change it.
Yes, that was until like high school.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's so wild. Oh my gosh. I remember like sitting in the living room, like begging my parents to let me get Instagram account. I'm like, please let me get Instagram. Everybody's on Instagram. All my friends are on Instagram. Like, and they finally gave and they let me get it. Yeah, that was the start of my downfall. But
yeah,
don't let young kids around Instagram.
Don't. But speaking of Instagram, that's how I met Ndia.
Yes, that's actually how we became friends. It was on Instagram. I remember because somebody had posted one of those posts like, "Drop what school you going to, and what grade you gonna be in." I remember Tonya commented, she's like, 6th grade. And then and then I commented, and then I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm gonna be there. Like, and it was just so wild. And then the friendship blossomed, and now here we are on a podcast.
Yeah, like how many years later? 6 years?
Like 6?
Yeah, like 6, 7 years later now. Yeah. We're here.
honestly,
of Instagram.
To be completely 100% honest, and I feel like y'all know this, I did not like Tonya at first. I don't know what it was about this girl, but she just really annoyed me. Like, I don't even know what it was. Like, and the thing is, Latanya, she's not a loud or
That probably was
person,
annoying.
but she just annoyed me. I was just like, ugh. Like, every time I got around her, I would ignore her presence. Like, it was, ugh, I don't know. That's my girl. Hey, girl. Yeah.
That's straight up evil.
That was my
you're gonna take that, Latanya? Like,
I mean, I probably was. It was 6th grade. I think we all were.
Yeah. No, honestly.
Yes. I wouldn't have liked my 6th grade self.
Yes, and I just think about all the changes our friend group has gone through. It's like, dang, I never would imagine it would be like
Please.
Who
would have thought?
The most random, like,
literally, this is the most random group of people ever. Like,
it's like if y'all would have been there with us in middle school and like just how we like moved middle, like through all throughout middle school, you would have never thought, oh, it's gonna be Tyler, Tonya, and India's gonna stick together to the end. You would have never thought that ever.
Never.
That's so wild.
With the trials, tribulations, the ups and downs. All right, let's take it back to the kick era where all the arguments and nonsense went down. Because me and Ndia had our first fight on Kick. Me and Ndia had our first fight on Kick. And honestly, Ndia explained that one because I don't even remember. But you remember.
Yeah, so let me tell y'all, this was literally a serious argument. Like, it was so serious to the point we literally said on the first day of 7th grade, this happened over the summer going to 7th grade, that we were going to fight. Spoiler, it never happened. We like literally started cracking up the moment we saw each other. Yeah. But basically, this had started because we had this one friend. We're gonna name her B. We had B, and she was dating this boy named. I'm gonna call that boy Monkey Joe because listen, basically what happened was I used to clown around with my friends and be like the funny one, I guess. And so I literally took a picture of him off like Instagram or something like that. And I think it was his Kick profile pic, y'all. I took the Kick profile pic and I put it next to a picture of Monkey Joe. Y'all know Monkey Joe, so don't even I don't know Monkey Joe. And I literally took it in the group chat and I was like, bro, light skin look just like Monkey Joe. Well, Lord Jesus, why did I say that? Because boy, it set off a fire. In that group chat, the girlies was going at it, and I never in a million years thought that something I said in the group chat was gonna spark. So the girlies were mad.
It was turmoil.
The girlies were mad. It was complete chaos, y'all, and it was.
I had to defend my friend.
3 against 3. Yeah, like Tyler sitting over here trying to defend B, and then I got 2 people trying to defend me. Like, oh, she didn't even mean it like that, and then basically, some words were exchanged. Yeah, and it was basically when I see you,
it's on site. It's on site. It was never on site.
It was never on site. It never gave on site. Like we tried so hard to play mad at each other, but literally, like I think I had said something or she had said something, and we just started laughing, and it was just like, okay, bro, like, can we just like get? Can we cut the crap? And we ain't had an argument since. That's been my friend since. Like we ain't had no type of disagreement since then.
That's my girl.
That was just crazy.
That is my girl, bro. I know you remember those times that we were in our social studies teacher class. I forgot we can't say her name. Our social studies teacher class, and she would collect food. Miss Henry Ham sandwich. Yes, she would collect food, bro. I'm telling you. Okay, we would be in the lunch.
That lady,
she was so
stressed out of brownies.
Like, yeah. Okay, so we'd go to lunch, right? And she was just really big on not wasting food. Yeah, she was really big on not wasting food. So she would go around with this bucket of hers. It was a green bucket. She would go around and she would take up any food that people hadn't eaten and she would pass it out to her last period class. And when I tell you the girls used to fight over them leftovers.
No, physical. I'm talking physical fighting, y'all.
Physically, like they didn't just have lunch.
Like,
over salad.
Tell y'all, right? I'm about to say, when I tell y'all they was not fighting over no It wasn't no goldfish, Cheez-Its, Lucky Charms, and hot Cheetos that was fighting over. No, they were fighting over stale lettuce and ranch.
Warm ranch.
And a little tomato for taste.
It blew my, and when I tell y'all, she would come around collecting food. Like it would, y'all, this was not even a whatever she saw left on the table, she's grabbing. It's a tap it on your shoulder. Are you gonna eat that?
Yeah.
She did it to me. She did it to me at lunch one time.
Yo.
And it was always her cold, prickly, wrinkled hands just all on your back.
Like,
all on your
ma'am,
spine.
back up.
You're gonna eat that? Because you know I'll take it. Girl, you get away from me. Let me enjoy my pizza and salad and peas.
She had a good reason though, not letting food go to waste.
But it was still weird. Like
the cause.
Yeah. We support the cause, but the plan of action, the execution.
Let me eat.
Let me eat. Let me eat my cookie in peace, please.
And like, I don't know if y'all's middle schools out there ever did this, but like our middle school was divided. We were divided into teams. Like, and it was like 3 to 4 teachers, I think, like to each team. Like some teams had like 6 teachers in their teams. And they this is so messed up now I think about it, but really they divided us based off of academic ability.
Yeah.
So it was like all the smart kids on A team. Like I know like Tyler, Tonya, and I, we were all on A team together, stayed on the same team all throughout middle school.
Smart
cookies. There used to be like team wars, like A would like fight with B or C or D.
Yeah.
It was like the A team thought they were better.
Yes.
Realistically, nobody was better. It was just like
nobody was better.
We were literally the least lazy. That was it.
Yeah.
Literally
least lazy, least playful.
Yeah. That was literally it. And those teachers, especially towards the end, like 8th grade, but y'all hear about that as we get further into the series. Like they literally made I feel like they really was pitting us against each other towards the end, for real. Like they would literally threaten to move us to like the quote unquote like dumber team, like a lower team. Like they'd be like, "Oh, you keep playing in my class, and I'm gonna move you down to D team." And it's just like everybody didn't want to be on D team because D team only had 2 teachers, and everybody be like, haha, like that's like they're stupid or whatever. But it's like now I think about it, that's not funny. It wasn't cute. It wasn't a good tactic.
It wasn't something to joke
to try to put some sort of work ethic into us or something. But like y'all forgetting these real kids in these classes. We real kids, real people, real feelings. But I remember whenever all the teams would get together, especially in 6th grade, it would be pure and utter chaos.
Yeah.
Complete. Do y'all remember that food fight turned fist fight and the 2 teachers got popped in their face?
Oh, I didn't even remember that happened in 6th grade. Yeah,
it did.
It was in the lunchroom, and
it happened directly behind us. Basically, I'll never forget. So it was these 2 girls. We were gonna say girl A, girl B. Girl A, girl B. And they were sitting behind us. And basically, like, because we all sat together at a table and we just eating our lunch and we just hear a little commotion, a little rowdiness getting going behind us.
It just get loud all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's getting a little loud in the lunchroom. And the lunchroom is loud because it's 6th graders. It's gonna be loud.
Yeah. But
it's getting a little too loud for my comfort. So, we all just kind of turn around, we just glance situation. It's another friend group behind us. We know they're all friends because the thing I have to say about middle school is like there's definitely like established like cliques or friend groups kind of. So who's a part of whose friend group. So, we see all these girls together and we're like, oh, it's just that friend group like being, themselves.
Yeah.
And well, one thing leads to another, and I see taco meat because we was having nachos that day, and bro, nachos were the rave. Like nacho day, and it was nacho day and then wings. That was the only time. Only times y'all called me in school lunch because otherwise, y'all know I came prepared with a packed lunch, stayed with a packed lunch.
Yeah,
but basically, every day we turn around. These girls, they throwing beef, ground beef and cheese and Tostitos. And we was like, what's going on? Girl C gets up and gets herself involved between girl A and girl B. Boom, fist fight break out, y'all. They death fighting. in the middle of the cafeteria, and it's happening right behind me. We study scooting because I'm not trying to get swung on because I got this mentality. Swing on me, I'm a hit. Swing on me, no. Yeah. But then these two teachers, and both of these teachers were from our team. They were from our team, our math and language arts teacher. Yeah. Get up to break the fight up, and I kid y'all not, both of them got swung on and hit.
Yeah.
Them hits landed.
Gosh.
It was so sad because our language arts teacher, she was such a sweet lady. Even though she was kind of
y'all, she passed away.
Yeah, she did because she had cancer. And I felt so bad because our 6th grade year, like she was started off so optimistic, and then like her father passed, and her family was from Panama, and so she had to go back to Panama to help her family out. And she was gone for months, and for months we didn't have this teacher. We ended up getting a sub. That I got a story about Miss Girl Scout cookies.
No, Girl Scout
gave us one Girl Scout cookie for getting one cookie apiece.
Oh my gosh, I remember that. Oh my dang, that is really unlocked a memory.
And that was the story of how I got my first detention, because my first and only detention I ever got came from her. The sub.
Oh, bro, let me tell you about that sub. No. We have to talk about this sub. We have to talk about this sub because this sub also gave me detention for talking in silent lunch. First of all, shut your mouth, because I was sitting
lunch
in front of
sitting on its own.
No, she used to call it lunch detention. Like, girl, shut up. But I was sitting next to the funniest boy.
Didn't she have a song with it too?
Yeah, like, she used to sing this song that.
And she thought she ate that up. Like, girl,
shut up, bro. But I was sitting in front of like the funny boy, like the class clown, basically. Like everybody liked this boy, like started the basketball team, everything. Like this boy was like it. So I was sitting in front of him. I'm laughing, like we're laughing, and she looks at me and she gives me a detention, like an actual detention. And I was like, hold on, wait, I'm sorry. Like, nah, because I was sitting here trying to act hard. Like but in 6th grade, when I'll tell you, like I could never let people see my guard down. Like I was trying to be hard. I was trying to be like the tough one.
You dying.
On the inside, I'm dying. I know, like, dang, I'm about to get my butt beat when I get home. So
about to get tore up.
I was about to get tore up. So I ran to my science teacher, because my science teacher, she was young and cool, even though she had beef with me at the end of the year. She was young and cool. So she let me off the hook. She's like, yeah, you don't have to come because she's not an actual teacher. So I was like, yeah. So I did not come, and I don't even think I ever turned in the paper back. She was just weird. Okay, also this one time, these two girls in class, they were switching jackets because switching clothes was a huge
thing.
Oh my
clothes, shoes. You rarely ever saw people in their own clothes, but this one day, these two girls, they were switching jackets, right? And they both had t-shirts under their jackets, like not even like tank tops. They had t-shirts under their jackets. But she wrote them up, gave them detention for, quote, stripping in class because they were switching jackets.
I think that's bad. This lady literally gave me detention for, quote unquote, slamming the door. Y'all know how heavy them doors were?
The math teacher?
Y'all, these were some big wooden doors. And literally, like, she kicked me out of class because my phone went off. Y'all, because my daddy was texting me. He kicked me out of class with a detention. And I said, okay. And I walked out. And they used to always send us to another teacher classroom. I wanted to go next door to my math teacher / homeroom teacher / my favorite teacher, period.
I didn't like her.
And she gonna talk about since you want to slam doors, detention. Girl, if you don't get out my face.
Wait, the math teacher gave you detention?
No, the substitute.
Oh, the sub. Okay,
I'm math teacher.
Not homegirl switching on you.
Forget, y'all. Let me tell y'all something about the math teacher. So it was her first year. Our first year there was her. Our first year in middle school was her first year as a teacher, and she had a son who was 2 grades ahead of us. He was in 8th grade. Bad. Okay, he had anger. Real anger deep inside of him. And I remember
8 in the morning.
It was, our 6th grade Stuco president. They're very cool, very, very chill. And basically, like, they had a little scuffle, little disagreement with the teacher's son, basically. because they had said something to him that he didn't like, I guess. I don't remember what happened because it was just like me, the teacher, her son, and then the student co-president in the classroom at the time when this happened. I don't know why I was at school so early, but basically, to make a long story short, the teacher's son literally pushes the student co-president into the lockers because our lockers were inside the classroom. Now, mind y'all, her son was probably 6'3", 250.
Yeah.
A big boy. Our student co-president, like, it just, I was so traumatized watching that happen. Because, and then the teacher, when I tell you she got mad, she was like, I never thought I would have had to write my own son up. Like, and I was just like, oh my, like, did I really just watch him push Shawty into the lockers? The way, like, and when I say like push, like shove them, like they fell, boom, dropped to the ground, like almost hit their head on a desk. The desk was so close to it. And I was just like, all of this is happening at like 7:30, 7:40. And then why are you so angry so early in the morning? And I was like the only person to witness it besides the teacher. So they was asking me questions when they was writing him up. It was wild.
Nah, you definitely felt like the celebrity because I remember like you was going around like, yeah, he did that. I was there. Yeah. Because I didn't even know what happened. I didn't even know what happened. Then I heard it all from you.
Because of course I was on my big mouth. Yeah. I gotta say, in middle school, I was a little drama starter. I can't even lie. I did.
We all fed into the drama in one way or another.
Right.
Stirred the pot a little.
So, Tonya, what was your favorite memory of 6th grade?
My favorite memory? I don't have a favorite memory. That year was the blur.
Honestly, like unless like the huge events like what we just said, yeah, the rest of the year was kind of a blur. Kind of.
Yeah, like in school it was a blur, but I definitely say like outside of school it wasn't because like we said, the music, the dances, the social media, it was all hitting. Like I know y'all remember y'all was all outside that summer doing that, whipping that nay.
Yes.
Y'all was
was that
the year it hit the Quan?
Hit the Quan,
yeah.
And especially musically, I remember musically like so vivid and all the different trends like everybody was doing.
The touch challenges.
Wait, why do girls? Let's do that pose. I remember that one. And I'm a thief, like a thief in the night.
Hey, I think everything was.
Yes, so that was
that was dab year.
That was literally like that was such a fever dream, and then all the good music,
Lil
like
Playboy,
Yachty,
One Night.
Oh my gosh, One Night. When I tell you, I used to play One Night over and over and over and over. Like Yachty actually carried. Yachty and Uzi, and 21 Savage. They really did carry.
21 Savage.
What was that song? I'm gonna say Drake. No, Drake carried that summer.
Drake.
He carried that summer on his back.
Hotline Bling.
Yeah, he carried that summer on his back. Okay, because we was all and one dance. I ain't even one. Controller.
Isn't that when Views came out?
Yeah, around that time was when Views came out.
Yep,
Views was an amazing album.
Literally so good.
Honestly, probably one of my favorites still to this day. Like Views is a great album, back and forth. I don't think there's a single skip.
If I could go back, if I could literally go back and live like 2015, 2016, like now, like at this age at 18 now, like I would literally be living, because when I tell you I would literally do anything to go back to that year, because those years were just like peak years. I think they're peak years for everybody. And I'm so sad that I had to experience them as an ugly, selfish little middle school gremlin. Like, why couldn't I have experienced them all grown up and mature? Like, why? You remember J.A. Biztown?
Oh,
that was the year we went to Biztown.
Okay, so for y'all that don't know, J.A. Biztown is like this little field trip every 6th grader would go to. It was like a little makeup world to let you see how the world would be. Like, you had your credit card, your debit card, you learn to write checks, you got Chick-fil-A, blah, blah, blah. You work somewhere. And that was a trip, and it was
best
fun.
day. That was
Yes,
probably
and
the
it
best
was
day.
really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dang! Oh my gosh! I really
I
just
Yeah,
honestly
unlocked
forgot
that
about that.
memory.
J.A.
because
Biztown.
we only got to go to J Biztown 6th grade and 8th grade. Those were the only years we got to do Biztown, and I remember 8th grade Biztown pretty vividly. But 6th grade Biztown was.
It was
I'm
kind
just
of
gonna say this: you can't take a group of 11 and 12-year-olds nowhere,
yeah, we were
nowhere.
rowdy. I just remember
It's
Hooligans.
gonna be chaos.
I just remember us being rowdy, and then when it was time for us to eat lunch, nobody had anywhere to sit. All the like literally, you turn 2 feet and there's another kid, and there's another kid, and there's another kid. Like it was just so crowded. It was just so
Like the
much going
whole
on.
6th grade.
But
The
I
whole
love,
Packed.
class.
yeah. But I love that day. Oh my gosh, dang, that was a
It
really good
was
experience,
fun.
actually.
And you know
Mm-hmm.
what's so funny is we were literally supposed to be learning, like that was supposed to be a learning experience for us to learn how to manage money and do checks and like all this stuff. Y'all, we was not using it for that reason because I guarantee you 1,000% the phones was out making dub smashes and music keys
Yeah.
in the JA this town. Like we was not taking that serious at all. Like they was trying to
Nope.
teach us some real stuff about
Some
the
real life
adult
issues,
world.
some real life stuff.
And
Right.
we just
We were not taking it serious.
like just dancing so wild.
Dang, that was a time.
Oh my
That
gosh.
was a time. All right. Time to move on to our little segment that we call Media of the Week. What have we been into this past week? Well, new music. I already know that dropped. Gonna Wanna, Mr. Gonna Wanna and Mr. Weekend. They dropped their albums. Are we feeling it? Are we not? What's the consensus here?
Gunna. His last album was definitely better, but there are some ups on the new album. Like, I like Mop and Poochie John. Those were probably the favorites on that album.
Yeah,
so
there was definitely some bops.
Yeah, but my takeaway from the album is this, and this is just a takeaway I have on music in general. Stop remixing classics. Stop remixing classics. Every single Black anthem, Black classic that we have does not need to be remixed into some rap, interpolations or none of that. And it was I gotta say the song, I forget the name of the song. It was a nice touch having Miss Chloe, singing a little background, doing her little runs or whatever. Yeah, you can definitely tell she's definitely under Beyonce's training, definitely. But with that being said, we got to stop with the remixes because I'm not saying the song was bad. I'm not saying the song was good. I'm saying leave the classics alone.
Let them rest. Let them rest.
Let them rest. But overall, I give the album a solid 5.5 out of 10. It's definitely not my favorite. It's definitely not my favorite from Gunna. And I just gotta say, after he put out Wanna and just how hard that whole album went, that's a no skip album. So I just feel like I was just kind of went into an expectation of something, to that sort, something of that standard, and it didn't really hit that standard for me. But it's not an album I'm gonna cut off if it came on the car, but I'm not gonna purposely put the album on. Yeah. So I'm gonna just say that.
Yeah, I'm not putting the whole album on.
Yeah,
I give it a 6.5. What about you, Tayo?
I actually haven't finished the whole thing, so I don't want to give it a number yet. But just so far, okay, honestly, it's because I was just listening to it in the morning. But so far, I feel like it has to grow on me. Like first listen, I wasn't like, yeah, this is it. Like there's definitely been albums where I listened to it like one time through and it's like, dang, that was amazing. I want to keep listening, like Donda. But this album, I don't know, it wasn't a immediate hit for me. And also, I don't know, I thought there was gonna be more rapping as opposed to singing. Like I don't like when men be crying on the track. Stop whining.
Shut up.
Shut up. Shut up. Like literally shut up. Like okay, the first song I listened to was the one with Chris Brown and Young Blue. And that song was cool, but then he was over here talking about how he didn't want to live no more because of love. I'm just like, all righty, pack it up. Pack it up, pack it up, pack it up.
But okay, but I don't want to say it like that though, because men are allowed to, express their feelings and have their feelings, and that's very valid. Especially Black men, we want you to show your feelings, we want you to show your emotions, but stop doing it on songs.
For the whole album,
doing it on songs,
right?
I don't know. It's just maybe just because I was expecting like some hard beat, some hard, something.
Yeah,
I got crying, I got tears, I got whining, and I was like, all right, shut up. It's not the expression of the feelings. It's just the fact that I wasn't expecting it. So I'm like, all right, turn it off. But I'm definitely still listening to it. And if it grows on me, it grows on me, and I'll change my opinion. But for right now, that's where I stand on it. Love you, Gunna.
Yeah.
Gonna wanna The Weeknd.
Sir.
Ghana film.
That album cover.
The album cover was basic,
nasty. It was
album cover mid, album mid, features mid, lyrics mid, songs mid, overall album mid.
Okay, for me, I like the album.
Just empty the clip.
They had like this futuristic pop sound, used a lot of synths, and it gave retro but futuristic at the same time, and I liked it. I would give it a probably 7 or 8.
Miss Latanya loves The Weeknd.
Yeah,
I do.
We know
I
you
do.
love
I
The
do.
Weeknd. See, and I gotta say, this is not my favorite from The Weeknd. In fact, I think this is probably my least favorite album from him.
God.
Because I'm not considered a big The Weeknd enthusiast or whatever. Like I'm not some huge super fan, but I do frequently listen to his music, and this is my take on it. I understand that certain genres sell and certain genres do better, and I do understand that he is, gotten a lot more popular and gained a lot more notoriety and got more streams from, tapping into the pop side of his artistry. But I miss the R&B.
Yeah.
I miss the old Weeknd. I definitely do. And even though, the album before Donna FM, After Hours, kind of does still give that pop feel, it incorporates enough of the R&B, the soul, that kind of part that I need for me to be able to enjoy the album. I feel like Jonathan was not digestible. But on the flip side, what I will say is I listened to the album twice through and through in order. And this is what I will say about the album. Despite the fact of me not liking the sounds, the transitions, absolutely amazing. The transitions, the storytelling, the interlude,
this whole album
the
rollout was just amazing.
Yeah.
Layout is really important.
Fan. Yes, I'm a big fan of albums that flow, I love when they do the little talking segments and all that. So I gotta give him a 10 out of 10 on that. He did that amazing. But as far as the music, and that song with Tyler, because Tyler, listen, I'm a huge Tyler fan. All I kept hearing was prenup.
Yeah.
You could have did more with that verse, babe.
Yeah, but I was listening to it and I was just like, it's lazy. It's lazy.
It is.
It's very lazy. It's a very lazy
compared
song.
To his work.
So
yeah, we know you can do better, Tyler. We love you. We know you
seen and heard better.
You can do better. So I gotta say, I give Dawn FM overall, I give it probably a 7. I feel like 7's being a little generous, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 7 out of 10 simply because of the layout, the storytelling. That's the reason why I'm giving it a 7. Otherwise than that,
you're not really seeing it no more.
Again.
Yeah, I love the old Weeknd sound though. I definitely like his old sound. I find myself saying that about a lot of artists. I just like their old sound more. But I don't know, maybe I'll just come around to it. But going back to layout, just a quick comment because it's popped in my head. One artist who knows how to lay out an album is Tyler, the Creator. I'm telling you,
yes,
he knows
marketing and promoting for his albums,
everything from head to toe, like the layout, the transitions, the storytelling. Like Tyler has that. Like he has the vision. Like he has the vision. Like that's him. That's who you go to if you want to see how an album's supposed to be. He's a high standard to be. Like even if you don't like his music,
you just gotta appreciate the art and the creativity that he has.
Right.
And like I think like my favorite example, because since you mentioned it, my favorite example of just how great like his artistry is when it comes to layouts is definitely Igor. Because that is a storytelling album from start to beginning. Like you go through the full motions of the relationship, like the whole love. Like it literally blows my mind how it's so obvious but so not obvious. And when you listen to it in order, it's like it's an experience, it's a journey, it's a trip. I love it. I love the storytelling. He's a great artist.
Call Me If You Get Lost is also definitely like that. Definitely. Like I listen to that album only in order. And the only songs I don't listen to in order is like Juggernaut, Lemonhead, Lumberjack, and Run It Up. Because those are like kind of like just hype songs. But if you listen to the rest of that album in order, it's storytelling from head to toe. And I'm like,
especially Wilshire, the open storytelling.
Yeah.
And he also has some good transitions too.
Yeah. And he likes the talking segments, like everything, bro.
Yes.
Who is beating him?
I just love it.
We love him. We love Tyler.
When I rise to the top,
right now. But I definitely gotta say though, like when I think about artists, I focus on about music. When I think about artists overall, like I think about an artist who definitely I feel like started that trend of giving storytelling. It's Kanye. Definitely, if you go back and you listen to his old albums,
the OG,
like College Dropout and all that, like you go back and listen to his albums, it's nothing but it's skits, it's storytelling, it flows, like, and you can definitely tell the inspiration that a lot of artists take from that giving storytelling. Because come on, like let's be real, Kanye was the one who really, he really
is y'all
put that on the map. Like definitely did that.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of the 3 P's on a Pod podcast with your girls, Tayo,
Tonya,
and Ndia.
And we will see y'all next time.
Week. New episodes on Fridays.
Every Friday. Bye, guys.